Hello guys, welcome back to the channel for another Databricks video. Today's video would be about how to skip records when you read the CSV file. Now the first case is when you want to exclude the top n records, where n is the number of records. So you want to exclude the first 10 records when you read the CSV file. It's pretty easy. PySpark has an option called skip rows, and you can use this option to omit the number of records you want from the beginning of the file. Now, the second case is when you want to exclude a specific range of rows within the CSV file. For example, you want to exclude from row 5 to row 15. How can you do that? Well, again, it's a combination of skip rows option plus you subtract and you union data frames. And there is another case. So for example, if you have already loaded the data into a data frame, then you can create an extra column, an index column, using the monotonically increasing ID function, and then use this index column to filter out the rows that you don't want. So let's dive in. Okay guys, so in our Databricks workspace I have already uploaded a CSV file in our storage account. The first thing we have to do is actually see the data. So let's use the .read command, option header equals true, and load the data from the CSV file. As you can see, the data frame here has 4 columns: device ID, temperature, RPM, and angle. But the key part here is that we have 17 records. That's the key part, because now we are going to see how to skip the top n records in a CSV file. So there is an option in PySpark when you read the CSV file, which is skip rows. And here you pass the number of records that you want to skip from the beginning. So let me run this command and see what we get. And we get 7 records, the bottom 7 records, because we omitted the first 10 records. This is what the skip rows option here does. Now, remember we have a header. So if you remove this option here, let me remove this option and rerun, and then we will get 8 records, right? Because we didn't read the header. So just bear that in mind. So here is how we can omit the first top 10 number of records. And then we have this skip specific range of records in CSV case. For example, we want to exclude rows from 5 to 10. How can we do that when we read the CSV file? First, we read the whole dataset into a PySpark data frame, and then we read from the starting point, which is 5 in our case. So we will get records from 5 onwards till the end, because we skipped the first 5 records, and then we start from row 6 till the end. And then we have another data frame using the ending position, which is 10. So we use this ending position in the skip rows option, which means we will get the records from 10 to the end. And what we do is use the full data set, so the data frame with the full data set, and we subtract this first data set that we have omitted the first 5 records. And what are we going to get What are we going to get with this? We are going to get the first 5 records. And then we union these 5 records with the skip end data frame, which contains records from 10 till the end. So then we union those data frames, so we exclude records from row number 5 to row number 10. If we run this command, you will see that now we excluded 5 records and we get 12 records in total. So this is one way to do things. Now, if you have already, let's say, loaded the CSV file into a data frame, the equivalent that you can do in a data frame here is create an index column using the monotonically increasing ID function that is going to provide a unique ID for each row. And then you load the data frame, so this data frame here, using where clause, and we say column index has to be greater and equals to row number 5, and then less than column the index column less than row number 10, right? And then it's a different logic, so we get a data frame with rows between 5 and 10, and then from the full data frame we exclude those 5 records, and we get from the first 5 and the last 7. So the results should be the same as before, and yes, the result is the same. We get 12 records. So this is one. There are two ways to do things. If you want to use this approach here to load the CSV files, from the beginning again and again, you can use this approach. And if you have already loaded the data into a PySpark data frame, you can use the monotonically increasing ID function and filter out the rows that you don't want. This is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's a very simple tutorial. I'm going to upload the notebook on my GitHub if you want to play around with. Apparently there are many ways of doing things, so you can pick one of those two ways, or you can invent a new one. The choice is yours. If you like the video, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.